Welcome back everyone to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 1, Episode 1 of War of the Ring, and we're on Round 1. So let's get into it. We've got the board set up, final components from our setup round. So if you missed the setup, you can go back and check that out. We've got the dice set for 4 and 7. Gandalf the Grey atop the guide fellowship deck. We've got our fellowship, place the fellowship track. The fellowship is hidden. We've got our shadow deck. We've got our fellowship deck shuffled up. And we've got the victory points set up down below. So let's jump into it. We got the rule book handy. Before we start, quick shout out to Pontus Fathom Press, 3-volume set, Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, available now. You can check out the links in the bookstore below. This is the first volume, really comparing elements of Nyarlathotep and the Lovecraft sunken city of R'lyeh to the Atlantis myth, confusions around resurrection, necromancy. So you've got your necromancers, you've got your resurrected deities, all this kind of strange spectrum of Lovecraftian horror, and these Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragments translated from the August Moldenhauer Catu Journal volume. So volume 1 is out right now. Volume 2, Hermeticism of Hastur, we've got the proof copy here. We'll get this ready for publication probably end of Q1 2022, so this will be available soon, the follow-up. And then finally volume 3, Alchemy of Azathoth, also in proof. First half of the year should be ready. So check these out. Check out the Catu Journals Series 2 if you want to support the channel. And as always, we're trying to build the channel up here. If you like and subscribe, share with people, link to stuff on social. Check out our other videos, leave comments. All of it helps. So we really appreciate you guys sticking with us and growing the channel together. And hopefully we get to some live gameplay soon. So let's jump right into round 1. We'll give a quick shuffle to the shadow player decks and the fellowship decks. We'll draw our cards and we'll just get right into round 1. I will be looking for you guys to give me comments below, as this is my first time playing War of the Ring. Obviously it's a 2-player plus player game, and I'm going to be playing it solo here, but still we'll walk through it, get familiar with the rules. I will be featuring future seasons of War of the Ring, and adding in probably an episode, maybe season 2 will be Lords of Middle-earth, incorporating that into a gameplay, and then maybe season 3 will be Warriors of Middle-earth, and then maybe by season 4 we're gonna pull all the stops out and play everything, and by then I'll probably be pretty good at playing the game. So great for you to be along for the ride as I get up to speed on the game, and looking forward to your comments below. So let's jump right into it. I've watched quite a few of other players playing through, but again, I've seen even them playing through, and a lot of them are saying, "Okay, let's just jump in," and it seems kind of intuitive. So we'll jump into the first turn, and we've got the reference chart here, and lastly, as you can see here, the miniatures, we've got Riders of Rohan, we've got the Fellowship, right? We've got our minis painted. Go and check out our miniature painting video. We did a 3-day speed painting to get these tabletop ready, so definitely am excited to play them without the, when you see them with the red and the blue and I just think it's very confusing to play it like that. And this kind of gives it a little bit more of a, dudes on a map kind of thing. I guess if I have some corrections into some mistakes I play, the tradition is to put them in the Klingonese subtitles below, so we'll try to get to that as well. And let's jump into it. So first off, it's our draw event card phase. So let's grab event cards for the Fellowship and for the Shadow. We'll check those out, and then we will kind of go along. First up, Fellowship. We get the House of the Stewards and Imrael of Dol Amroth. Okay? So we can recruit one Gondor unit. And this is if Boromir's in Gondor, which he's not. So we'll get these, just put him down for now. And then the shadow player has got Worm Tongue, if play on the table, if Saruman is in play, and then play all Shadow Nations. Play if all Shadow Nations are at war. So these are kind of out of, not going to be jumping into these cards just yet. We can go ahead and, we're not going to declare the Fellowship, but we will go ahead and roll our dice. So let's move these out of the way. We'll get our Fellowship die roll. We'll get our Shadow die roll. And let's jump into it. So first off, we've got Will of the West. We've got Event with the Palantir. We've got the Muster Army. And we've got a regular muster for the Fellowship. And then we've got 2 action, 3 action, 2 Palantir, Eye of Sauron, and an army. So let's kind of check these out. We'll start out with our Fellowship player. Let's take our event, and we're going to use that to draw another card. Let's just draw one more card. And we got I Will Go Alone. Play if at least one companion in the Fellowship. So, okay, we're just going to keep this one for now. And go over to the shadow character. They have to put their Hunt for the Ring in place. Next up, we'll have our, we'll turn our Will of the West into a character action die. So we're going to turn this into a character action. And we're going to go ahead and Fellowship Progress. So we'll move the Fellowship 1. We're still hidden. So Fellowship has moved somewhere, and we have to make the roll to see if the Fellowship, the Hunt for the Fellowship happens. They are not discovered, but the Hunt for the Ring die gets to be moved in here, so that becomes a plus for the next roll. So now we'll go back to the shadow player, and they can play one of their army cards, one of their character cards, which one of them allows them to move all the Nazgul anywhere on the map except into a stronghold controlled by the free people. So we'll move our Nazgul to Orthanc, Moria. Maybe we'll move 2 to Moria because they are hunting for, so like really they're right on the Fellowship, just like kind of like the Lord of the Rings, kind of make it thematic, right? Okay, next up is we can move a muster. Let's move a muster track, and we will move our elves 1 step closer to war on the political track. Next up is we will move Palantirs. Let's play a Palantir here, and we can grab another card for the shadow. Orcs multiplying again. Recruit 3 Sauron regular units in Goldorgor and 3 Sauron regulars into Mount Gundabad. So I can use that with I believe with an army. No, I need a muster. I don't have a muster. So can't play that one just yet. But again, I can leave that ready for when I do have a muster. That's a pretty good one. Okay, next up, we will use our army muster, and let's move a elf army, move down, and let's move again. We can move with our army card for the shadow. Let's move this army up to North Dunland, and we'll have our rider also move up with the Nazgul to here. So, and then we can also move our final Nazgul out to here, and an army move here. And then finally we can draw one more event card. Oh, I can play an event card regardless of its hand, so we'll play this Orcs Multiplying again. Recruit 3 Sauron regulars into Gol Dolgur, and units into Mount Gundabad. So I'll get those set up in the break, just because my pieces are on the other side of the board. So that's great. We got this set up. And now finally, to wrap up the turn, we move into the action resolution. This is the phase of the primary game phase. This is during the phase that the characters move this. We do a victory check. No one has achieved a military victory. So that's going to wrap it up for our first turn. So thanks a lot for watching. Come and check us out in turn number 2, and we'll keep chugging away at this. I'm really looking forward to learning the game, playing through the cards. I don't know anything about the deck, so it's a very big surprise for me to play, and your comments are really appreciated. So see you in turn 2. Bye-bye.